Hello and welcome to another update video. Today we're going to be giving you your first look at ClinicPulse, NovaVet Family's KPI visualization and benchmarking tool. So let's jump straight into it. You access the tool just like the other tools from the NovaVet portal, and we click on ClinicPulse here. And in its current form, we're really looking at two different sections for ClinicPulse, the statistics and the benchmarking here. So let's look at the stats first. You can see based on the data that has been uploaded, which is a very simple upload from nearly all practice management systems, you have however many months of data you have uploaded. And then we can see your basic financial KPIs. So we can see our revenue, revenue per client, revenue per patient, and revenue per transaction. You can certainly We'll be having tooltips very, very soon that will go over the details of what all these statistics are. For revenue, we can be looking at our graph here where we can look at the green bars, which are the current months of data. So April 2025, May 2025, and June, so forth. And then the gray bars behind, which is the previous year's data of the same month. So April 2024 compared to April 2025. Coming down here, we can look at all our statistics for clients and patients, active, lapsed, re-engaged, new, and total. And again, we can go into the details later. And this information is all very nice and good. However, you could argue that your practice management system or other tools can do something similar, but what those tools certainly cannot do is regional benchmarking. And this is really, really powerful here. And we're going to come down and just right away take a look at the number of clients seen. So the black bar here is the actual number for the individual clinic. So for this clinic in July, they saw 2.7% less clients than in June. And you might immediately, if you just looked at that in a vacuum, as you would do if you looked at your practice management system, you might think that that's pretty bad, minus 3% clients. However, now we see the benchmark. So what the benchmarking means, these 5 green colors are 20% quintiles of all the other clinics in NovaVet family. So the bottom 20% of clinics are in this bottom, the top 20% of clinics are in the top, and so on and so forth. So what we can see from this minus 3% number is that for this month, that's actually pretty good. You know, the best clinics were only doing about +0 to +5%. And whereas a good sort of 60% of clinics in this section were -5% or even quite a bit worse. And so you can really see how this allows you to take those individual numbers, you know, your total revenue change, this clinic went up 16%, or your revenue per client change, which went up 20%, but viewing that in the lens of relation to the rest of the clinics in the region. So again, you can look through all of these yourself when you look through ClinicPulse, and you can really see how the power of viewing these in combination with what the rest of the region is doing for that month is much, much more powerful than simply viewing these numbers alone in a vacuum from your practice management system.